Hey guys, welcome back. I am Parker. I cover transgender news. So today I have an article from ABC 13, Virginia. It says Liberty University cites religious freedom in firing of transgender employee and seeks dismissal. So in Lynchburg, Virginia, ABC 13 is learning of new developments in an ongoing legal battle between Liberty University and a former employee. Liberty University is seeking dismissal of a lawsuit filed by former employee Eleanor Zinsky. Zinsky was hired as a man, but later came out as a woman in 2023. She was subsequently terminated for open violation of Liberty University's doctrinal statement, in quotes. The current lawsuit claims that the university violated Title VII of the Civil Rights Act of 1964, which prohibits employment discrimination. Liberty Counsel has now filed a reply brief arguing that Liberty University, as a Christian employer, has an absolute right to employ people who adhere to its doctrinal statement. According to the brief, when hired, Zinsky agreed to their doctrinal statement that people are created either man or woman. However, after the 90-day probationary period, the university says Zinsky began taking medication to transition to a woman. Liberty University argues that being forced to employ someone who openly rejects their religious mission would violate their First Amendment rights. So, basically, this trans woman was hired at this university before she started transitioning. When she was hired, this says she agreed to a doctrinal statement that said people are created as a man or a woman. So legally speaking, what is proof of this agreement? Is this like a written agreement she signed saying people are created as a man or a woman, or was this just like a verbal thing? No idea. But I think this is proof that even within religions, you find transgender people. Trans people exist everywhere. But it is much harder to come out as transgender when your entire community has condemned it, like this one has. I think this is also proof that there needs to be a separation of church and state. There's supposed to be, but there's not. Employment practices should be the same across the board. And just because a certain religion says that being transgender is wrong doesn't mean that all other religions and all other non-religious people believe in that indoctrination. Worldwide, there are about 10,000 religions, and they're all different. So why would one group expect all other groups to think the exact same way when there are 10,000 different religions that are all different? And then that's not even factoring in non-religious people like atheists or agnostics or people that don't identify at all. Christian indoctrination has often taught its followers that it is the one true way and everyone else is wrong. So if you remove yourself from your religion, look at this from the outside, from a neutral point of view. Neutral meaning you have to consider how many different religions and beliefs there are out in the world. You can't possibly expect that everyone's going to have the exact same beliefs. Right now in the US, we're seeing Christian indoctrination in our schools. Republicans are instructing schools to exclude any teaching or even acknowledgement of trans people existing. Oklahoma has mandated that grades 5 through 12 incorporate Bible lessons in school. And Texas and Louisiana's new laws require that the 10 Commandments be in classrooms. Florida has allowed chaplains into the public school systems. This is all to delegitimize any other religion or belief system. They are forcing people to believe that Christianity, although it's one of thousands of religions, is the only one true way. They are teaching religion as fact, along with science and math, etc., when it's not fact. The Bible has undergone countless translations into many different languages. It's been revised and reinterpreted by scholars, by religious groups throughout history over thousands of years. So the timeline alone in the Bible says man was created about 6,000 years ago. But using physical evidence from the earth that we stand on, we know that Earth is about 4.5 billion years old. So that's a huge error in the very foundation of the Bible, which is the timeline of man being created, and it's proven wrong. So I think that invalidates all the other information that's in the Bible. Anyways, I will be back with more news. Thanks for listening. Please like my video. Bye, guys.